Moving
Just
on that
one
quickly.
more thing the red man can't handle: lactose.
Oh my god.
And that made it to live. Let's go.
Holy.
It's immortalized for all time. What a quote.
Definitely won't be watching this VOD later, I'm sure.
Why does this sound so familiar?
You probably heard it before.
Can't think of where though. I don't know if it was in Argo or not.
All right. So last we left off, it was the start of June 3rd. You had just successfully completed disassembling and reassembling spike drive into your ship, and you were prepping plans for how to move the pre-tech fighter hulls and how many you can get, as well as how to get them into the hull of the new ship.
Thought we did that already.
I do not have it marked as complete. Looks like maybe you did. Yeah, looks like you did.
Bring it in there.
Sorry, 1 second. We mark that complete then.
Yeah, because we had gotten the engine in, gotten all the cargo in, cleared off the hangar, and it was we got the party goal for getting it off, and then we stopped. I think at the edge of the system.
That's right, because I have it here. When the new ship is the 3 Clankies, Artem, Sam, Anna, Finn, and
Yep, okay.
Yep.
So that leaves Alex, Beatrice, your NPC pilot, Jesse, James, and Michael on the Tranquility.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Yep. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
That's
Nothing
what Puckett's
bad
gonna be
ever
for.
happens to the...
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
What?
Except all those times it did.
We don't talk about that.
Hey, it doesn't count as long as we can write it off as a conspiracy theory.
There we go. All right. And because I don't have Taran's avatar, he's just going to have to be a furry. How unfortunate.
It's how he would have
Shame.
wanted it.
True.
So we have 3 Clankies, but one of them is Clanky Prime. Do we know the difference?
There is no difference.
There is to me. He was there first.
You see, if you designate one as the original, then the other ones will feel sad.
I suppose that is true.
They don't have emotions.
You don't know that. Did you build them?
I don't know. Did you program them?
I don't know. Fuck around and find out.
What did you use as a template for emotion?
Sadness.
Trade secret.
Huge
Now that you say that, I
depression.
don't want to know. Probably used an orphan or something.
He's afraid that it'll turn out to be his previous character that blew up.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
All right, let me find it. Ferris.
Why is there a hyena on the screen? Don't ask. You don't want to know.
Don't look at it. Don't acknowledge it. It's not there.
there.
Well, you are currently separated into two ships on the edge of the Proteiner system. And I believe, first of all, you need to set a new party goal.
Let's see. Last one was to get.
It probably wouldn't hurt to have another money-based goal, considering how much we just lost, Tarin.
Yeah, we are negative 5 mil.
Yeah. It still hurts.
I take it the debt collectors came calling while I was gone.
Yeah, and they were very strong and they were psychic.
Good to know.
That's not a mini boss hill we really wanted to die on.
I was gonna say fucking fight him until he started installing things on our machines and general fuckery that's going about.
Oh yeah, we did put one of the duplicates on their devices when they left before they left.
Oh yeah, we do have a being on their ship.
He's off to join some kind of psychic secondary brain trust or something
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
hold on. What did you do with one of my copies?
Okay, they started downloading gambling apps on all of our devices, so our hacker decided to download one of the copies onto their device before they left, and then they zooped off and didn't even notice.
Yeah. Black slabs are great.
Does he have Wi-Fi?
Or
otherwise a network connection?
I don't know. You're the multi-copy brain trust. Don't you know how your own brain trust works?
I mean, I'm assuming if I have connected to a network and so does he, I can talk to him.
But do you want to talk to? I mean, that's like talking to yourself in the mirror, but a lesser version.
I do that already. I mean,
how
long was I with that book in the mirror?
Yeah, he tried that and it didn't work for him.
Fantastic.
I don't know. Well, at least now we have a little buddy with the debt collector's office, I guess.
Yeah, I think we sent you off on a social justice crusade to take down the evil gambling organization.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, it wasn't a third-gen copy. It was only a second-gen copy.
You guys are assuming so much. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
You know how addicting that gambling is?
Great. You've just made my clone son a fucking gambling addict, probably. That or he actually does hate them and he's a domestic terrorist now. It's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool that we've created essentially Johnny Silverhand Ingram, but it's just an idiot who wants to blow up a gambling app.
I mean, you guys are saying son and clone and things like that. But, I mean, legally, aren't you all just the same person?
I don't know. How do they handle double sleeving?
I'm pretty sure legally that it's just, at this point, any copies are just engrams.
Unfortunately, I have to wait until, I can't remember if it's Christmas or spring, when there's a movie specifically that deals with this question.
There's a TV show that deals with it.
But the trailer for that movie did give me some new funny ideas.
Anyways, does anyone have any issue with me giving the ship the name that I want to?
No, go ahead. You did the fixing. Feel free to name it.
As in Mithridates?
As in the
No, Mithridates.
god. Yeah, Mithridates. No, as in the god of contracts and trade.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That works. Ooh, it's an Iranian god. That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Persian. Yeah.
Zoroastrian, kind of neat.
Very neat. Also very bipolar.
Yep.
Fitting.
Just like this campaign.
We have gone like from being like small time people doing something decent to domestic terrorists to saboteurs
Foremost
to
experts in
tomb
the
raiders.
sector on pre-tech technology.
We really do it all here.
Somewhere out there is a man with a bullwhip and a funny hat screaming at us that it belongs in a museum.
He gets to the end of the temple, instead of a little golden idol with the boulder trap, it's just like one of the being clones.
The artifact you're looking for is in another castle.
Queuing boulder trap.
I'm sorry, John.
No, you're not.
What's y'all's
Anyway.
plan, or what's your party goal? First of all,
Oh, so we need money. What did we haul off from the
we need to get the ship registered and
Oh, you would do is
obfuscated
take care of the
first.
ship.
Because we won some good coin flips there. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a transponder, and that's going to immediately alert people to, we can steal this with no repercussions. That's not great.
Well, just keep it near the ship with guns for now, yeah?
I guess the question would be, where would you do that?
Back at a company HQ, or can we like phone that in?
I think that was part of the plan. You know, the company is shipyards, and you know, we're now going to expand our little enterprise and just become multi-level marketing to get our boss a better position. Because there's a lot more facility there than what we just explored.
I still kind of like the idea of taking it for ourselves.
What, the facility?
Yeah.
Do you want to deal with all those murder bugs? Because I don't want to deal with all those murder bugs.
Yeah, it still needs an extermination before we do that.
I think what we were going to take over was that one space station.
Yeah.
Oh, and we were talking about the space. Yeah, no, we were gonna sell that. We were gonna give that base to Fresh Start because they'll have the resources to go and do what they want. In
Maybe that could be
exchange
our
for
party.
taking their little space station with the psychopath on it, and
Maybe that can be our
giving that to
party
us.
goal. Get ourselves a space station for a base of operations.
Yeah, we were talking about trying to wheel and deal them to get that old little space station, right? Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
Right, but I'm saying just generalize the party goal to get ourselves a station of sorts.
How about get ourselves a home base?
I have to ask the question, do we need a home base?
I mean, it's one that can move with us, and it's handy.
Move slowly.
Probably want somewhere that we can drop off stuff if we don't want to carry it on a freighter or a ship or anything like that.
Do we want to do more wacky shit on a bigger scale, or do we want to continue being like a single ship operation?
I mean, the way I'm looking at this situation is, you guys have just done something to expand our ability to go to other places, and then now you're saying, "Hey, let's stay home."
Ah, I see.
I see what you mean there, and I agree there. It would be nice to have like a port of call that we always have access to, though, that we could set up for refit, resupply, and can sort of move with us. It'll take longer, but like we can move it into general regions easier.
Or
My
we
only
just
question
find
is
a
what
nice
we're
quiet
doing
place
with.
to rent a hangar?
Yeah, what are we doing
True.
with the old ship? Are we just gonna hangar it up, or are we gonna sell it? Because I'm good with whichever.
Whatever we do with it, we're gonna need to rip the workshop out of it and transfer it to the new ship.
Yeah, no, we'll just buy a new workshop. It will be cheaper.
All right.
So you
Alright.
all do have a port of call. It's called the Fresh Start Commercial Corporate Headquarters.
I mean, isn't that just one system over from where we are as like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Correction, it's in Elmorn.
Correct. It is, but that is still one jump.
Yep.
Well, one jump for us. Because the drive on our old ship is a drive 1. And I was making it a drive 2 with my foci. Now it has the gas to get there without stopping in between. But Beatrice does not have the foci to just bamf us over there. Or bamf the ship over there.
However, she could pilot the Mithra over.
yeah, I was saying maybe
Yeah.
we sit down and shuffle around who's piloting what.
Yeah, and that would get us there. We got vac suits. We could do a 0G transfer.
I mean, don't these things have umbilicals anyways?
I don't know.
I'd
Shall
imagine
we
they'd have
flip a
something
coin?
for maintenance. I'd imagine for maintenance purposes, they gotta have something.
Well, maintainer, you want to flip a coin and see if we have umbilicals?
What I don't know is why wouldn't we?
Because the universe is a cruel and unusual place.
I'd say there's a 1 in 6 chance of having umbilicals.
Oh my god.
let's not go that far. That's degrading it even.
It is degrading it even.
How about we not? Or we just wait for the GM ruling. Means we have to shut up.
Your ships do have the ability to dock together in order to be able to transfer like that.
Okay, that answers that.
Alright.
Wahoo, I love watching the same docking animation 15 kajillion times. Thanks, Starfield.
God damn it.
Yay.
Skip.
So
All
you're
right,
able
so
to
we'll-
transfer your pilots back and forth. So Beatrice is now on the Mithra, and Artyom is now on the Tranquility.
Inna, you're on the Mithra, right?
Yeah, in the event that something
Okay.
goes wrong with it.
I was gonna say that's the ship that probably needs the most TLC right now.
But yeah, with that, we should be able to just bamf our way over to Elmar and go to the Fresh Start dock and get this thing all registered.
All right. So here's the fun one. You haven't done a direct jump from Protino to Almarn yet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And Mithra doesn't have the fuel to get there without doing that. Ugh. All right. Maybe we should have had the pilots stay where they were. So I have a much better chance of doing an uncharted jump than our NPC.
Oh, too late.
Can we share nav data?
Nope.
See, the problem is we have to make the jump before we can give the data, and then the ship that did the jump would be, yeah.
We'd
I
want
mean,
to
you
send...
could, but the ship that makes the jump first would have to make the jump back.
I know. I was already thinking that before you even said it.
Damn, there's no long distance relays? Shit.
There is, but there's also delays and all everything.
True.
All right, it is 3268.
The only thing you can do immediately, all the time, is gotcha games.
Yep. Because they're pre-text psychic games.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This stream not brought to you by Genshin Impact, or Shenless Shen Zero, or Honkai Star Rail.
Master Duel? Master Duel, fuck.
All right. So who's making the jump first?
I guess I'll make it.
All right, let's see here.
Spike Drill. +6 for Uncharted. +1 per 2 full hexes. Yikes.
7, 13,
14.
14. Okay.
I'll be right back.
So, again, the current crews are up here. So, Alex, Artyom, Jesse, James, and Michael are aboard the Tranquility. The Clankies, Beatrice, Sam, Inna, Finn, and Acorn are aboard the Mithra.
Yep.
Yeah.
The jump DC is 14. Mr. Alex, if you'd like to make the jump.
You mean Artyom, right?
Correct. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, don't put that on me.
How many travel days are we looking at for this?
For you, as you are technically operating effectively as a drive 4.
Drive 2. It's a
Oh, yeah.
Drive 1 gets boosted once.
So drive 2, it is 2 hexes. So it would be.
So
What is it supposed to be,
Argo.
like 6 days?
I think so. Yeah, because with the drive 1 between hexes, it's 6 days normally, but between hexes, the drive 2, it's 3 days, and then 2 hexes is 6 days.
So it's 6 days per hex divided by your drive. So it would be 12, but you have a drive 2. So you're looking at 6 days of travel for you.
And we have how many air breathing people on board? That was 5? Yeah, 5. Just want to make sure that's right, so it runs the life support calculation for the travel days. Does anyone want to do anything to try and assist? Does Michael want to lead, or is Michael stepped away?
I think Michael stepped away.
Okay. Here we go.
Detected early. Make another pilot check, huh?
I'm back.
Go ahead and re-roll it there, Archie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll pilot from the sheet. It's the same roll, unless you want me to roll another spike drill and just re-add the fuel. Actually, it didn't take the fuel. Nice.
I didn't take the fuel because you detected it early, so just make another spike drive check.
Okay. 14. 6. Success!
The Tranquility makes the jump, and standard travel time is 6 days.
Woo! Yes! Thank you, Dice.
Mate!
Oh, they used up all our luck for the session.
Yeah,
That's why we mitigate it by doing other things that don't rely on luck.
All right, now it's Beatrice's turn on the Mithra.
Hold on, we can still do things before we do so. The reason I couldn't do anything for the Tranquility is I had already done this before, but I can retune the engines for Beatrice's flying style, can't I?
Yes. You are looking for a DC 14.
Can I can use my reroll on that, can't I?
Yep.
Do you not have the thing where you get to roll 3d6 and pick the best 2?
No, because that's a focus. Also,
Oh.
damn.
Oof.
Finn, you can try.
No, I can't because I have fixed -1. Unless you meant some other direction.
You can try something else.
Damn it. The one time Rabbit's not here and we can't force him to do his fucking comms/nav officer bullshit with hack in order to or program in order to do something.
All right. Can I use notice?
I'll say yes. You're looking for a 14. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough.
Fuck.
Well, we're dead.
So, okay. Travel days for this is going to be 4. 12 divided by. Okay. And Beatrice has a +1 to her pilot. Drill failed. Off course, but detected early. We'll try again.
Can we give her those drugs that make you perform better at skill checks?
Yeah. How much does that give her?
Shit, does anyone remember offhand and/or?
Wasn't it literally like a +1?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's a
we,
+1.
We could give her another type of drug. Shit, I need to find the list, but all the names are hidden because I'm in streamer mode.
So you probably would not have that aboard the Mithra.
Oh, yeah, because we wouldn't have swapped it and we didn't mention it during the 0G swap. Never mind.
She will get the +1 though from taking the other drugs because that is on.
Oh, that's
Let's
not
see.
great.
What ship systems do they have? The only one they have is atmospheric configuration. So that is now disabled. They can no longer land on a planet until that's repaired. Ship is stuck in travel for the full base time, so that's 4 days.
Oh no.
They make another check. Oh, detected early.
If it's been 4 days, could I make a reattempt at trying
Yep.
to tune the? Okay, we're gonna do this.
Oh,
Perfect. That'll give her another +1.
What stresses you out the most in Star Wars number game? Oh, letting the other pilot fly.
All right. So the only other system on the ship is the spike drive. The spike drive is damaged. Catastrophic dimensional energy incursion. Ship emerges around a star within 1d6 hexes of the target destination with drive and all systems destroyed.
Well, shit.
Ah. Wonderful.
Are we dead? Is that it? Are we just dead?
No, you're not dead. You're the one who fixes everything, and you're on the ship, so there's at least that.
Okay, so 1d6, 2. So it's either going to be Almarn or Megon. It does pop out. in Almarn. After another 4 days.
We're all sitting there like, oh god, where is it? Oh
So-
god.
So we get through our jump, and we're sitting for 2 days going, should they have met us here?
Oh yeah, they should
Uh-oh.
have beat you there.
There's a refueling station in the Almarin system, right?
Yep.
How long would it take to transit there and back? Like, go there, get gas, and then head back to the edge of the system.
You would make that within. It's 48 hours travel to each section, so it would be divided by 2. So yeah, you'd make it there and back in those 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, so when we get out of our spike drill, not knowing what's happened because there is no mobile communication system. Well, at
Oh,
least
sorry, I
not
read this
instantaneous.
wrong. My bad. I actually read this wrong. It's within 1d6 hexes of target destination, so not of the jump destination.
That would still be where we want it, though.
So it's 1d6 around here. I measured it from.
Oh no.
Okay. So
We will
what,
go with it though. We'll go with it this time.
Okay, so I guess aboard Tranquility, they're not here yet. Hey boss, we should go and get gas in case we need to go back and get them.
No, I mean, sounds reasonable to me. We can go and get a burger there as well.
Yeah, but
Ben's sending you emails that we're very lost.
do those appear if you're in a spike drill?
No. They
So-
just go in the queue until until they drop out.
So 4 days in is
It's
the
been like
start of the
24 hours.
timer for an email. We're very lost, which we wouldn't even get for at least another 2 days. Oh no!
Yeah, I'm sending a
can
Hail
still-
Mary SOS.
We can still move the ship in system without a spike drive, right? If it's currently damaged as it is.
Correct.
Okay, so Tranquility goes and gets gas. Do they prescribe how long it takes messages to get between systems?
Once they drop into system, it's near instantaneous.
Okay.
So they drop out, and the message pretty much instantly comes through. And it's not 1, it's not 2. It's just probably a lot of messages of just Finn going, shit's fucked. We don't know what's happening. We should already be there.
So there's 8 days of messages saying we're lost, help us.
We
that
don't
have
know where your
just
ship
appeared.
is. We're just adrift in space. I don't recognize any landmarks.
I need to roll something.
Surely, at least living through this has to be enough to get that NPC of one of those level things like Jesse and James, right? Holy shit.
Let's see how well I have configured my spam filter. Yeah, I'm probably getting none of those messages because they're all spam. They're obviously spam.
We're on the same. What do you mean they're all spam?
I don't recognize that IP.
You didn't
We're in the
add an
same word
appropriate
group.
eye-catching subject that would bypass his filters. This is your failure as a
Ah.
corporate employee. Learn from this.
Clearly, I haven't learned the game.
Look, just make sure every email you send to him is in all caps, important with misspellings, and comes from a free email address.
All right, let's move this thing over to where the Tranquility is. Holy shit! I hate space so goddamn
so-
much.
So by the time you're popping out, we're we're probably still in transit back to the edge of the system at sublights. And then, I don't know about your spam filter there, Alex, but Finn suddenly going, help, 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 help.
Yeah, I just wake up to my little fucking cop head on my pillow. Ding, 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 ding.
Boss, we have a problem.
What sort of problem?
Don't
tell me you figure that they're all dead or something.
Well, their commlet was connected to the network long enough to send a long string of "We're lost, please help us" emails from Finn. Shit.
I'm gonna sneak one of them over and that says your Void Entertainment streamer keys has expired.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm surely.
Yeah, I'm basically just looking at my email and going, okay, this is an important email. Oh, no, it's from Finn, okay. What a weird subject line. Oh, well.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, I just got a
from?
message from them.
Like, right now?
I mean, it just came in, so.
Right, we haven't tried hailing the ship.
Since we popped out of the thing, I have an idea here. But while they're trying to debate what to do with Finn's spam emails, once we pop out with everything being damaged, let me see, what can I sacrifice here?
Shit!
I think we're going to have.
I totally forgot to write it down.
Can I use the shit? Fixing the communications. That's what I would need. The actual ship communications. Really hope I don't have to tear apart one of the Clankies to do this.
Did we decide on a party goal and I forgot to write it down?
My suggestion is still maybe a higher money value to make back some cash.
I think it was just me.
Kind of like the last one, but a higher number.
Reach.
Also, I need to be RB again.
Alrighty.
That's it.
There we go. Reach 15 million credits. Bam. That's going to be a while. Unless we make some big deals.
Which we will with all the new places we could go as soon as we get the ship working again.
Yeah.
So can I do a fixed roll to get the actual ship communications functional at the very least, so they can hail us at all?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be more than enough for basic communications.
Huzzah!
You work away, jury rigging together wires, moving some cabling from here to there, and then the panels just whirl back to life.
Clank, I need your arm for a moment.
I'm glad the mechanic's here.
The arm sticking out, just middle finger up. It's now functioning as the antenna. Don't question it.
Meanwhile, on the Tranquility, Captain Galloway has devised yet another brilliant plan. It should communicate.
What is the captain's brilliant plan?
He said he was stepping away.
Well, before he did, Artyom, the character, had the epiphany. Right. If we're getting emails, we haven't even tried to hail them. We should do that.
Incredible idea.
Well, it looks like our normal comms person seems to have been TKO'd by this awful fucking jump. So
Oh no, the kid's unconscious. It's fine. He'll get better.
I would say that
being a bitch.
at first, the Tranquility broadcast is attempting to reach Mithra, and they're not really getting any response. Then, after about 20-30 minutes, the Mithra's comms come back online for you, Anna, and you start hearing Tranquility, and specifically Artyom, reaching out with broadcast message after message.
Damn it, it's been 30 minutes. She should have had it fixed by now. Mithra, Tranquility, come in. Transmitting in the blinds. I need a drink.
jeez, I'm not the best at this comm stuff, but hey, it's Mithra here. We have functioning comms again.
Shit broke, Captain. Something happened with that jump. I don't know what it was.
A lot of things happen, not just something. A lot of some things.
Well, that's what happens whenever you're not doing proper maintenance on a ship.
You know, that is a good point. For something that's been sitting in a moon dustbin for who knows how long, it could have been worse.
No, I mean, yeah, true. Could have been worse.
We didn't explode, which is the real win here. Everything's kind of broken, though, so we're gonna have to spend some time getting everything fixed. I think we're able to scoot the ship over to the Fresh Start docks, but I think that's about all we can manage at the moment.
Unfortunately, Fresh Start docks are planet side. Your atmospheric configuration, your ability to land on planets, has been destroyed.
Like destroyed, or we can just fix it in a couple of days. Destroyed.
You're going to have to completely rebuild the atmospheric systems.
Okay, strike that. We might not be able to move to the Fresh Start docks. We're going to specifically need one that's in space.
Can I do a search to see if there's any nearby? Or do we know of any nearby?
Well, they do. There is, of course, the condemned station from the very first episode. There is Lankovic 1, which is also around Red. And then around Svalfur, there is Research Base Alcatox 5 and Space Station DN9.
Grid is where the Fresh Start stuff is, right? I forget which of the two planets it is.
Svalfur is where the Fresh Start stuff is.
All right, I guess we're gonna chatter back to the boss here. Maybe if you can contact Fresh Start, see if they have somewhere that isn't just the ground side docks that we could make use of. If not, I guess we're just going to have to both have both ships go there and figure something out.
Look, I have a brilliant idea. I am calling the space tow truck. I know they have space. There's space AAA. There has to be.
We can still move the ship, just not planet side.
I mean, I'm sure they have ones that can get ships planet side.
No. You don't understand. The ship can't go planet side. It'd probably kill us all.
Yeah, the atmospheric doohickey is destroyed completely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right then. I mean, my chief is telling me that this is a bad idea, so I'm not doing it. I will not call the space AAA.
Or as it's more commonly referred to as SA.
Boss, we should probably see about getting that ship registered before we get it inspected.
Yes. Time for administrative tasks.
Upside, we can totally say that the transponder itself was completely damaged in our failed jump, and thus no one will be any the wiser on why we don't have one.
Well, I guess that works out for us in the short term.
Yep. If we just limp our way to one of the stations that can fix up our ship, we can just say the transponder machine broke.
All right. So, where are you headed?
Well, wherever we're headed, we're going to let Tranquility lead because, obviously.
So I reopened the old sectors without number because we don't get much information from this map, even with the notes. Yeah, tells me the planet. What kind of station is DN9?
It is a standard space station. It is of the same make as the Hipparchus 6. So it's a ring station, just like the first one y'all went to.
Gotcha. And I have already forgotten which planet is Fresh Start commercial on.
Swalfer?
The SVALLFR, I think.
Yeah, Swalfer.
Let's head to DN9 then. And we'll take it at our ship speeds, because obviously its pike drive is a little busted. So going slower will help. And let's also call our boss at Fresh Start Commercial. Be good corporate underlings and let him know.
That's true. Actually, I think less call and more probably corporate email. If he wants to talk to us, he can talk to us.
Oh yeah,
but he is busy, so we'll detail our little adventures. But 'cause, like I said, we have a lot of stuff to do. So,
yeah.
I'll let you know. All right. All right. Sounds good. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. 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 Of course, I actually wasn't here for most of those little adventures. Look, I had a bit of a bender, and but this is what my underlings are telling me.
Yeah, this is more so we don't just show up at a random, what is probably a fresh start commercial space station. And if it's occupied, the people go, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Why do you have 2 ships? And why does one of them look, oh, that's really broken?"
Legitimate space salvage.
Well, that, yeah. Gotta play the corporate game.
Indeed.
We can't be doing too good. That would threaten his position. Now, if we tell him that we're doing that good, that might be different entirely.
Yep, so I'm going to send an email giving our boss the gist of what's happening.
Perfect. You all move into the DN9 station, request for clearance to dock, and they dock you off. Tranquility docking at Umbilical 2. Mithra docking at Umbilical 8. It is currently it would currently be the 12th. Oh, Anna. The Vendertron manipulators prototype finished up on the 4th, the day after you jumped.
Does that still count even if I wasn't on the ship working on it? I mean, I'll take it if it does, but I'm just.
I'll
curious.
say yes. You could continue to work on it. You would have taken whatever materials you needed to be able to work on it.
I would imagine that means I have Vendotron over here on the Mithra, in which case I think we're good to get this spike drive at least working for ourselves again, because I don't want anyone else touching that.
So you are docked up. You have full access to the D9 station.
How long has it been since we've been here now?
It's our first time coming to this station.
Oh, okay. I thought this was that one that we've been to.
No. Same type, same manufacturer, different station.
Same brand name, new model. Or rather, new. I don't know, what do they call it when they release the same phone 8 years in a row with no changes?
Oh, Apple.
Yeah, there we go.
Someone changing the date right now?
Yeah, it's just fucking have on the pop-ups for the
Oh.
travel days, and it's not fucking going away no matter how many times I click close.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll tell Tranquility and that we docked on the umbilical aid station.
Fantastic. Did we get any sign of human presence here that we need to work around?
You
Or is it
do.
kind of empty? Oh, nice.
It is an active station. There are other ships docked at other umbilicals. They are unloading and offloading goods, making transfers between ships. Some are just here to dock up and be able to rest outside their confines of their ship because the crew quarters provided are much nicer.
All right. I guess step one is let's assess the damages and see if Tranquility needs to go for parts.
I would imagine with the number of no checks I had to do while putting this together, of making sure I understood how to put this spike drive together in the first place, to disassemble and reassemble it, record that with the no checks, that I would have at least somewhat of a functional list to know what I would need to have either Vendotron or the big 3D printer print off to start repairing this drive.
You most definitely would.
Oh, that's right, because you also took a blueprint of it, because we thought, we can sell this.
Well, my thought process was, in the event that something happens to this drive, I'd like to know how to repair it. Good thing I was thinking ahead.
Well, yeah, it just works both ways.
Yeah.
Good job, Pathina.
One time my past self doesn't fuck me over.
Let me check one thing. So essentially, for a destroyed system, you have to repay its initial cost fully. Because you're effectively building, even with parts that are left over, you have to rebuild it from scratch.
Can I sacrifice my remaining scrap pieces to mitigate some of the cost?
Yep.
I think we're going to do that then.
All right. So to replace what was damaged, which would be the atmosphere configuration, so you would first have to replace that, which is...
Yep. Which actually might be the better quick fix for up here, so we could get landed on the planet, get some reserved hangar space, and
Yeah, then work on the drive.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 50K of repair cost to get the atmosphere configuration back up and running.
All right. Would you like me to deduct that?
Is that counting all of the scrap that I have there?
Now, how much scrap do you have?
10,000 credits worth. 200 units.
Do you remember how we were going to do scrap there?
I believe it was just the price of that multiplied by the however much fills that much cargo space.
That's right. So you have 10,000 credits worth of scrap for spare parts?
Yep.
So that would take the cost down to 40,000.
All right. I'm just going to mark those as used so we don't forget the calculation.
I keep forgetting where we have that stored on sheets.
It's in the ship cargo
Tranquility.
manifest, page 4, oddly labeled 3, cargo, our shit.
Right.
And I'm trying to remember how long it takes you to install that.
And that means we need to pay out 40,000 in new scrap for the
Or at
rest
least
of the cost.
the 40,000 for the rest of the module, I guess.
So turn if you want to pay that out.
40K.
Correct.
Warhammer 40.
All right, it's done.
Let's see. Trying to remember how long it takes to install.
To the book.
Okay. So if you are using the services of the shipyard, you can do 25,000 credits worth of mods in a day. If you're just using your crew, it's 5,000. So it's 2 days if you use the shipyard services to get the atmospheric configuration back up and running, or it is 8 days if you do it yourselves. Or sorry, 10 days if you do it yourself.
And is that just counting Ina?
No, that's for the whole crew to be working on it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we can all contribute to fixing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could we use our skills to get that down lower? Is that what that's what it's just going to be?
That's just what it's going to be.
All right.
So that's 40K plus an extra 5K or so
No,
per day, or
that's just how much of that modification you can do per day. So
I
since
see.
it's a 50K modification, if you use the ship's yard services and have the shipyard work on it as well, that's 2 days worth of work because they can work. Shipyard services can help you do 25,000 credits per day. If just the crew of the ship work on it, it's 5,000 credits per day.
I mean, it's just the atmosphere configuration. I don't see why we couldn't just use the station
Yeah.
crew to help us out.
I definitely want to make sure we have it registered in our name first.
Ooh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
All right. So for registration, there is only one real thing to do is you need a new black box, a new transponder with a registered ID code.
I guess the registered ID code is something I should do.
And are we going to need to go and pick it up, or do they have those here that they can program?
feel like Fresh Start, who gives out shits, would have some of those on hand.
They do have
Right.
them on hand.
Okay.
So, Michael, I will need an administer one.
Roger. Let's see if I know how to do this.
All right. I need a new NPC. I need a random number, a large one.
42.
7,451.
69,420.
You just want to have a +2 and administer.
Nice.
Michael,
Mm-hmm.
administer 7451-69420 successfully outplays you today, and you leave his office without having gotten a new transponder.
Goddamn lines.
Oh, would you look at the time? It's time for me to go to lunch.
It's okay,
I'm
boss
sorry,
man.
you're going to need to fill out Form 63-7 beta, the blue ones, in triplicate.
Boss come back the next day with fuck it drugs.
And that's what we're going to do. If you're not, are you going to start construction before you get the transponder?
I feel like we
Hell
should
no.
hold off on that. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
no.
wait.
All
We
right.
don't want some fucking shipyard jockey going, mine. And
It is now the
dropping their harness
14th.
on it.
Would you like to try again?
Yes. Do we have any better drugs? Because I need. You know what? Let's.
Shit. I need to bring the list up. One moment.
I think there are 6 of them. I'll just roll 1 through 6.
Oh. Where is it?
What is number 4?
Oh no.
Your sense of time is slowed down.
Superb. I get to
God,
wait even longer.
Imagine sitting in the DMV and you feel like time is even fucking slower.
Perfect for doing forms.
I would say, yeah, that is pretty perfect for filling out forms.
Do I get a bonus for that?
I'll give you another +1.
Superb.
He stalls you yet another day.
God damn it.
Okay, I have a plan. You take the form drug. I'll take the anticipate his sneaky moves drug, and your protection will show up and intimidate the clerk, because that always works.
You know what? You said something. This sounds fine to me. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. Oh, so
Okay.
no, I'm not taking whatever drug. I am randomly rolling for the drug again.
Oh God. Oh, you know what? That saves me the effort. I'm just gonna show up and look intimidating. You take that drug, boss man.
What drug did
Remember,
I take?
Anticipate his moves.
An hour or two after taking this, you begin to feel heavier than normal. Your body is just dragging you to the floor. 30 minutes after that, you start to be able to see the future.
Okay.
I'm sitting there.
This is the weirdest trip I've ever had.
Knowing which vial he grabbed, I'm sitting there with the watch in the DMV, the space DMV, on this little shitty station, going any minute now.
So what's my bonus for today? With my ability to see into the future and me thinking it's just a bad trip.
I would say roll twice and use the higher.
Okay. Let's see.
Are you kidding me?
First roll. And second roll. Still amazing.
You can see every potential future and how to interact with this man, and he still, in every single one, finds a way to just be like, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything today."
What of the Naruto filler episode is this bullshit?
Hey, while they're doing that, can I just see if I can get in touch with my little copy of the debt collectors over the brain trust and see how he's doing? While they're
Yeah.
fighting the administration. What kind of role would you like for that? I guess I'm just kind of looking to see if I can feel his connection, sort of deal.
Okay.
I don't know what be.
I would say just give me a D20.
Okay.
You went over a 10.
Wow.
Yeah, 19
And we
other
cry
numbers
over
to choose
multiple
from.
days.
I assume I'm gonna try,
You attempt to connect to him,
day.
and as the connection starts, you yourself, the other version of you, sort of just go, no, I got stuff I'm doing. Back away. And then he blocks the connection from his end.
Understandable.
Will take us to the 15th. Michael, you can try again at the DMV.
Well, 2 drugs haven't worked. Let's see what else I have.
Question: if I try and do the, how would I help out here? I kind of want to try, but I'm not quite sure how to word what I'm going. I'm gonna work through the thought process and try and help out. If it's just figuring this guy out,
I see another main cast comes to join the fucking DMV episode.
Look, until they get the fucking black box, I can't do what I want to do.
Okay, cool. You take the see the future drug again.
I know, it's going to be amazing.
I would like to... Wait. I have the special thing with TL4 computer systems. Is there any way to degrade or add a negative to someone's role, especially with hacking and the brainstem shit that I have?
What are you trying to do?
Clearly, this guy is like the most skilled corporate bureaucrat ever, and he sees a crew that's too successful and is doing every single Weasley thing he can to stall us. So I'd like to open some avenues and make any potential documents that he could open that we somehow don't already have not relevant to our inquiry.
Okay.
I know exactly how I'd like to help here.
I'll say for Ferris, give me a program roll.
Okay.
Redo in the system what is required to complete a transponder request, and then Hypera, what do you want to do?
Can I make Ferris's role easier by, I don't know, using Perform or something to cause a scene at the DMV itself in order to make it so that his hacking attempt isn't even noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The max
100% you can do that.
Yes. All right. If it wasn't taking like 3 days, I would have said someone else do the make a scene, but I have a plan to make a scene.
Acorn, dance routine beta, go!
I would say you both
just
just need to beat a 10.
All right. I am definitely taking some of the drugs because there's no way her social anxiety is going to do this without taking drugs first.
What you should do is take drug number 6.
Okay, what's drug number 6? I'm not an idiot.
Drug number 6.
All right, we're taking drug number 6.
I'm gonna pour a drink now.
After 30 minutes, you completely lose all inhibitions.
Mr. GM, sign me up for a number 4.
What kind of bonus do I get to this then with no inhibitions?
I would say the same as Michael gets because of the type of thing you're doing. Roll twice, take the highest.
Oh, so that means okay. Let's do this.
You can like all the shame and embarrassment of making this scene. Just the drug takes it all away, and you can fully commit to the bit. No reservations. You're in it to win it.
All right. Purely for the setup of this gag, we are removing all the weapons off the Clankies temporarily before we set out on this, and then we're just kind of gone for a while they're in the DMV line, right? All right.
Oh, yeah.
The limiters are coming off.
The limiters are off.
Let's go.
Roll one more time and see if you get any higher.
We'll take that.
Strength.
It doesn't matter. My stats are all kind of shit, so it doesn't really matter.
All right.
So they're like talking with the dude, and then from one of the ceiling maintenance panels to the maintenance tunnels, just in the middle of the space DMV, panel falls. Inna falls out of it. Her entire toolbox falls out of it and clatters each individual tool, followed by all 3 of the Clanky robots like it's a fucking Stooges skit. And then they spend the entire time trying to pick it up, repeatedly whacking each other over the head with different pieces of the panel, tools, and other shit that's just causing a massive mess in the middle of the DMV trying to clean it up. Just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get better at learning maintenance. I'm just an intern here. I'm so sorry about this. just massive commotion of 3 robots and an idiot with a toolbox causing a slapstick gag over there in the background.
You successfully distract Roman in the back, and he will have a -1 his check because of that.
Okay, nice. For my
I-
roll, I want
Go
to.
ahead.
I'm gonna do drugs for the first time in this campaign. Give me a number 4. I want to see all the numbers in code flying by.
All right.
Is that a +1?
Yeah, definitely. And you're looking to beat a 10. Ooh,
Let's go.
beautiful. You go in and you see all the forms that are listed as being required, and he's just only even giving like, oh, you only need to do this one form and then come back tomorrow. And there's always another form. You just delete all the requirements. Everything that you've done already should be enough. And another -1 from Broman's check.
I got a potential idea to support this as well. This is a new day from when I tried to talk to my man the last time, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try and get in touch with him again, but I'm gonna make sure he understands that there's some fuckery about. And if it's a clone of me, he's always down for fuckery.
Roll another 1d20.
God damn it, man. Can't get anything today. All 3
He
of
is
my
in
rolls today have been
his-
shit.
He is in his own bit of fuckery because he has access to a pre-tech psychic computer comprised of multiple psychic minds who is in control of,
I'm talking about the one with the debt collectors that we sent off.
yeah.
That is the one.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the debt collectors.
so there's 2 psychic
No,
computers?
they were
No.
debt collectors for the gambling game, which is apparently its own psychic brain
Yeah,
trust.
it's a pre-tech psychic mind pool that runs the gacha game.
Oh, so it's okay.
Same
Okay,
clone.
that's fair. So there's 2 clones attached to Psychic Brain Trust now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna get wet.
Well, the other one
We're
isn't
aiming for
truly
3.
a psychic brain trust.
True, it's the library full of a bunch of conjoined
Exactly.
minds.
Some of them might be psychic, but it's not a psychic brain trust.
All right, then either way, I still have the weird, funny access to computers, same as Artyom, correct?
Yeah.
It would have been easier with his help, but I want to see if I can put out a low-level debt on one of the assistants to this administrator, someone that he uses every day. So he's either being harangued by debt collectors or is otherwise dealing with bullshit today and not able to work at the office.
Okay. Give me a program roll. We'll stick with the 10.
All right. Nope. God, that's the 3rd 4 I've gotten.
It's a lot of 4s, buddy.
I know. Why is it also?
Do-
I've selected my character like 8 times.
Do a
today,
control
and it's still
F5. It might be the only way to save you.
Eh.
Note that refreshing the page does not, in fact, affect your RNG.
Shut
No.
up, it does sometimes.
But it helps the superstition. Anyways, Broman's now got a
It's the digital
-2.
salt over the shoulder.
But doesn't calling it out thus invalidate the superstition?
No, it's
No.
like telling someone to throw salt over their shoulder.
Exactly.
So Broman has a -2 to his train skill, so he will be rolling at 0. Holy shit.
Fuck this guy!
Well,
Are you kidding me?
I got drug 5 again, so I get 2 rolls. Let's see how this goes.
Holy shit. This guy needs a name.
Oh, come on!
His name is Dickhead.
He's just the administrator or the bureaucrat.
Ah!
God damn.
Holy
However-
shit.
What we will say is because you have destroyed all the other requirements. There is no other requirements than what he has to fill out today. And even though he manages to delay you to not get your transponder today, he looks down in sort of like anguish and defeat. Your transponder will be delivered to your ship tomorrow. Please have your ship engineer install it and complete onboarding of the ship ID. He looks defeated, and then he takes the paperwork and files it away. Just like that slow. I can't believe I had to actually do work today.
You know, I'm feeling incredibly petty right now. I'm going to have a fun thing of suppressed cognition, and so the target gets a mental saving throw to resist this power or become immune to it for the scene. If failed, the thought remains basically, I'm going to make it so that he misfiles something, basically. Just forgets to file something.
He forgets to file things today.
Superb. I have been incredibly petty to this man.
Great. Now he's going to get fired as soon as we get our transponder. Great.
Come on, this is the
Fuck
government.
you, random
He's getting
bureaucrat.
promoted.
Let me know it's the next day. I'm
Ah,
gonna fuck with them
damn.
again one more time. I have an idea.
As soon as they're done, though, over there, in her little 3 robot comedy stick, they're just going to immediately put the panel back as if there's nothing wrong, just walk out.
That'll take us to the next day to 16.
I just
I'm
wanna
so
get
glad
this out
I
of the way.
recorded this session.
I just want to get this out of the way because I know this roll is going to go shit again. But I want to try and get in touch with Psychic Computer Bro, and I want him to take one of the gambling accounts that has some debt on it, and then accidentally make it so it's enrolled in this administrator's name.
Come on, 19.
Change all of the information to be this guy because
Okay.
we have his name. That's all we really need. We have his official business email too. That'll look even better.
Give me another D20.
Ah, the salt didn't work. The salt didn't work.
It's
You
higher
reach
than
out
a
to him. He responds. You respond, and in the same fashion that you would respond if you were asked to do this, it's just sort of, I don't know how to fucking do that. You want the
Why he's
kid
got
to
a
do
psychic
that.
brain trust. Yeah, I would like the kid to do that, but the kid's not here. You have the psychic brain trust computer.
Yeah, I have a psychic computer. Doesn't mean I know how to program the psychic computer.
True.
I'm literally you, Mora.
He responds here. Let me try it.
Well, shit.
Huh.
Huh.
I can't believe that worked, buddy.
Is there a way to see what happens now?
I guess you gotta wait. Put the debt in his name.
Should be fun. How much debt was it? Because I told him just pick one of like the mid range, but I don't know what the mid range is for this gotcha game. Considering someone managed to accrue 5 million in how long were you playing that game to get that much debt?
One day.
He was playing like 2 days. He won once and then lost 5 million. Or no, he lost once and then lost 5 million.
Roll me a D12.
Oh. Are you doing it now?
Oh,
We're figuring out how much they lost.
He owes $100,000 in credit.
wow.
Let's go
That
gambling.
really has a problem.
Really a shame. I hope he doesn't resort to doing shotgun roulette.
You know what? This is
they're
deserved
always one
because
big win away.
This is deserved because this fucking administration dude has slighted Mithra, god of contracts, by being an asshole at contracts.
That's true.
And now for one more thing, see if he actually does play. He does play.
You want me to roll another 1d12?
Now it's his turn to roll.
No. Do I feel bad?
Fuck
Nah,
no. Nah, not even a little bit.
not even a little bit.
Wow. My entire crew is yes. I was just being slightly
Anti-establishmentarianism. Oh
I
no,
hope
we're
we
real
made-
petty. This
I
guy
hope we
wasted
made-
our time.
Oh, we made you proud, Michael.
He's
You're-
standing between us and our new ship. You should be lucky we didn't gun him down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is actually really tame for how we usually handle things. Let's be honest.
He was only 100 credits in debt by his own action.
Oh, so he thought he's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's been doing all right. Not bad. But now, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, Kool-Aid man. Oh no.
Congratulations. You ruined a guy's life.
Deserved.
Probably,
Alright.
yeah.
It is the 16th. You now have your new transponder in hand.
All right, now we can go back to. I think we already deducted the money off of the ship for the
Yeah.
the atmospheric thing. So we get our transponder. Now we can have that.
Huzzah, registered ownership. And then
Again.
Whose name is it under?
Michael's, because he filed the paperwork.
Ah, good point.
Everything's under Michael's name. We're just here. We just exist.
He is the boss.
Michael, you get a response from Fresh Start Commercial.
Ah, good. Anything interesting?
There is a few things. They have an updated map of sort of where Fresh Start Commercial tactical teams are doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
And the vast majority of what Fresh Start Commercial is up to at the moment is some secret operations in the Corsiag system against the what are they called again? Corsiag unit of planets. Some espionage, some observation stuff, as well as they are attempting to break into a new base on Nason in the Thalite system.
Mm.
But the big one is coming out of some of the pre-tech research on grid. So the doctor, remember his name, Dr. Tristan LeBlanc.
Mm-hmm.
He has been working on, well, expanding sort of guest drive sizes for Fresh Start ships to see about, well, how far can we drill? What if we sort of channeled more into it than what we thought originally possible? And they're working on the math of attempting to use a sun's power and channel it into the engines and see how far they can just sort of throw a ship.
So you want Catan? This is how you get Catan.
This sounds like a superb idea. Sounds great to me.
I foresee nothing bad happening to those test pilots.
I mean, I see some stuff. You know, I'm on time drugs, so yeah, I definitely probably foresee that. It's easy to foresee bad dead test pilots, but they're test pilots. That's their entire job.
They don't have to be dead. They just have to be somewhere, and that's what counts for a successful test run, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Wouldn't they
So
just be used as
far,
robots?
they have no proof that anybody has died because once the ship is gone, it's never been seen again.
They
Oh, we're
remembered to
just-
give it extra gas, right?
We're not even doing the Mars thing. We're just jumping the straight live pilots, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like half cyberpunk dystopia. You think the human lives matter?
Mhm. It's very much where did the crew of the Event Horizon go to?
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Look,
Thing.
don't think of it as a waste of human life. Think of Fresh Start commercial as setting up adventures for future parties.
Yeah. It's giving people their fresh start.
except for the ones who are dead.
Well, I mean, they have a fresh start in the afterlife.
I mean, as long as they're a fan of reincarnation.
I sure do love my dystopia.
Same.
See, you can be reincarnated into the same dystopia.
But in the tactile and notes for the jump drive modifications, there is a note from Dr. Tristan LeBlanc saying your crew has proved successful in doing random things before and have a pretty skilled navigator. If you're up for it, we'd love to have you join.
Refuse, 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 refuse.
How
know,
much money?
Is it worth our while?
I mean,
It says, I go, okay, sure, sounds good to me, and I do not consult any of you.
Fuck, we're gonna die.
All right.
Agent of Chaos strikes again.
I am the best boss. Just, oh yeah, that sounds great.
I guess we're getting jettisoned off into space.
Maybe our new spike drive on the Mithra means we won't just die immediately.
Exactly.
I
I'm
mean,
sure
there's
they
I
haven't.
hope that.
There's a very low chance of us just running into a black hole anyway. There's a lot of space out there.
Would you stop talking for 5 seconds?
there's a lot of space out there.
So we're going to schedule some test piloting duties with the good doctor.
Okay. It'll take a while for them to mount required equipment into the ship. They estimate if you can dry dock with them by the end of the month, they can have your ship outfitted and ready to go by July 16th. So as long
Sounds good to me.
And
So
no
July
one
16th.
knows. We're all gonna die.
I officially
Okay.
blame Coyote for this.
So 17th and 18th, or do they not work on Sundays in space? I don't know.
well, they work.
Oh, this is Fresh Start commercial. This is basically like Walmart. It's open all
Everybody
the time.
works every
Oh.
day.
All right, so 17th and 18th, let's get the dry dock to get our fucking atmospheric.
This isn't the Church of the Echoes.
Right. The church only works on days that end with Y.
See?
Tomorrow doesn't
yes,
end with a Y. So
Sunday.
they don't work tomorrow.
Ah. Ah.
So 17th and 18th, you spend a day getting your atmospheric configuration redone. And on the 19th, you are ready for flight checks and to be able to move on. The drive is still not completely repaired yet.
What do we have to do to rent some permanent hangar space on Svalfur?
Fresh Start Commercial has permanent hangar space for you.
You pretend that I'm going to do permanent hangar space. I have ideas. Why let an asset just not do anything?
I'm sending Rabbit. Okay, so we might die horribly thanks to Coyote with no further context.
Sounds about right.
Fantastic. All right.
Oh, yeah. I do definitely tell Artyom about this whole thing because the pilot does need to know. You just get told, we're doing test piloting duties. I'm sure that it's going to go fine. You get the rest of the details about it because it's important for you to know. And yeah.
Okay.
The
So if
boss
anyone
seems
wants-
a little optimistic.
If anyone wants to, well, there's my perform check of Artyom trying to hide that oh god, we are being sent into parts unknown with an experimental drive. We're all going to die. Speaking of experimental drives,
paying attention right now. Yeah. So Alex suddenly feels very, very anxious, and he's not sure why. From feedback on the brain trust, all he knows is he's anxious. He doesn't know what's going on. He just
I
knows
don't think
something
that's how
bad
that
has happened.
works.
You've done it to me before. I assume it works both ways.
Yeah.
Finn will just notice that you're all very dour faced, kind of like how he looked a couple days ago.
I mean, the boss isn't dour faced. The boss is fine.
Okay, shall we do these flight trials and make sure we can land the new ship? Sorry, Beatrice, you're flying the Tranquility home.
I mean, Beatrice is not going to be stuck on suicide duty.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyways, I'm going to start really organizing secondary crew for the Tranquility while we go to do suicidal space stuff.
I wonder what my next character should be.
I know, right? I hate this. I don't want to get rid of my crazy otter lady. I don't like this.
Hey, there's always a chance. As
You
much
act
as
like
there's
I'm
a chance to
banging
die, there's a chance to
Look.
survive, okay?
Look, it's a 1 in 6 chance.
because our luck has just been so astounding with that.
So the 19th, you finish the day doing flight trials, making sure that the Mithra is ready to fly again, and you are able to transfer over to by the end of the day, make it to Smallford to land at the Fresh Start Commercial Dockyards. The Tranquility lands beside you, which takes us into the 20th.
Okay. Let's have a look at what fittings we need to put on.
I assume they're providing a new spike drive if they're testing new spike drive.
Yeah.
Will they also provide some extra fittings for mitigating possible disasters?
They'll be providing a bunch of different things because there's a few things that they want to do as well.
This sounds fine to me.
So first of all, notes here.
Also, this is when the chief finally gets told basically what we're doing because modifications. Her department. The boss seems very confident that this will go well. You, however, do get the information, and it's just we haven't seen these people again.
I'm taking Vendotron and Acorn with me. If I die, I'm dying with my fucking robots.
So here is, because you've accepted this, here's what they are willing to do for the Mithra. They're going to upgrade you with a drive ? Because we don't know what the drive is.
Great.
They're going to upgrade you fittings again so I can see all these things. They're going to upgrade you with an advanced nav computer.
Cool.
They're going to give you 2 extended life supports, which would take the max crew from 6 to 18. They're going to give you an extended stores, which is going to double your life support. So it's going to take you from 360 days to 720. And then they're going to leave open for what else that you might require.
Question about the drive that they're doing. Is that layered on top of the upgraded drive already part of the Mithra ship?
Correct.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
It is a separate upgrade that they are bolting in additionally just to test.
And the point of this drive is to channel the power of a sun to just have extended range.
Yeah.
One might say it's a Shatterstar.
Given that I've almost had to rebuild this drive twice now and have the blueprints for it, and looking at the modification they're making, can I like look over it to see if this will actually achieve the result, at least to the best of my knowledge, that they are looking for? Just from my own experiences.
Let's do a standard 3-roll array. A no, a fix, and a...
I'd say notice.
Yeah. That seems fair. No, fix, and notice.
All right.
And they're all going to be at a... We'll go with 8.
All right. I'll spend my reroll on that one. Fuck.
Well, that actually makes sense.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh shit, that no should have been 9 because of my research assistant upgrade. I keep forgetting I have that. I should just put this in here.
Let's see here. So, based off of everything that you saw from the drive, the drive section will work. It isn't as fancy or as well to do as your drive 3. So, in a base jump, it wouldn't have the same result. So, a base using fuel jump, it wouldn't get you 3 hexes of travel. It would only get you the standard one. However, the modifications that they've made, it's hard to really read them. Yes, they are channeling much more energy when they can sort of like absorb through the ship the chronosphere, the energy and heat and power coming into the ship through the chronosphere of the sun when you're orbiting the sun. So the closer you get, the more power the drive will pull. But it's hard to really determine what that effect will have. If you get too close, it could send you God knows where. If you don't get close enough, you might not even change directory. But it's weird because being around the sun goes counter to what the drive technology tells you to begin with. Because usually you have to be away from a gravity mass in order to even start a jump. So to be in the gravity of a sun to start a jump, the math doesn't really math when you're looking at what they're attempting to do.
No, this may be just because I haven't read through all of the lore stuff on the book, but what is the specific deal in this writing of why you wouldn't want to be trying to do a jump within a gravity well?
Mainly because the gravity well is what traps you and pulls you out. So your endpoints are always gravity wells. If you're too close, there's too much draw from the well you're in to allow you to breach into that trans-dimensional space in order to actually initiate your full jump. Like there's not enough power in a drive initially to break free from the gravity well.
It's like starting a jump from one airbag into another.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I'm thinking because I might have some ideas here on how we can up our survival chances by I mean I'm pretty good at machines. Fuck it. If we're going to do this, I might as well go all out, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I trust you implicitly, so there you go.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Is did they provide a shut off valve so that if we have to try and jump back ourselves, we can? Assuming we can even calculate where we're at.
So, are you asking if they provide a way to stop the drill?
Not stop the drill, but say you harness the power of the sun and jump somewhere. Is there a way to use just the regular drive 3?
Oh yeah, there's 2 separate drives.
Okay. Gotcha.
This might be a silly question, but when they do this sun drive, does it happen immediately upon getting all of that energy from the sun?
I'm assuming it's doing how it stops in reverse, where it uses the gravitational pull to slow it down. It's now trying to harness that to speed it up, like a slingshot.
So this is where the math sort of varies when you're looking at it. It really depends on how deep into the sun's chronosphere you go, because that changes how much energy is available at the time you start the jump. So like the drive is able to channel a massive amount of energy So if you go too far in, you might blow the drive. If you're not far enough in, you might not get enough power to the drive.
All right. We're gonna start. Anna's just gonna fill the entire area. She's working a little workshop area with like whiteboards, doing some math here. But so I think I have an idea.
I
Okay.
have an idea to help your idea.
All right.
So this is testing, right? At the very least, the ships who were monitoring the test probably got a distance reading on the ship right before it jumped. So we can figure out how high in the chronosphere the previous ships were. So we can either dial it back and do a more tame first jump, just so we can proof of concept it. Or, we figure out what, maybe do a test jump, see how far we go, do some math, and work out, oh, hey, this crew, they were this much farther into the chronosphere, which would have this much more energy, so they went this far, and we could then use that to maybe go fucking search and rescue like some badasses.
Can you also request in for what the final, I guess, if they have a tracking thing on this, final power output before the jump happens on all those other test ships?
I will tap whatever resources Artyom can find, and also bug the boss about it.
Hello. Are you bugging him in person, or are you trying to bug him?
Yes. Yeah, at this point, it'd probably like drag the boss to the workshop and show her some of the math she's been working on and bug him in person about this.
Hey,
I'm
boss,
gonna
you
have
better
to
come
make
take a look at this cliche.
I'm gonna have to make a few rolls.
Oh no.
What is thy wisdom, Michael?
I have a side thing when you're done.
I think this is probably actually enough that Michael would actually understand. But let's also see. Never roll. As usual, it's actually kind of hard to tell if the boss understands.
It's fine if the boss doesn't understand. She just needs him to like pull some strings to get her some extra test data so that we don't die.
Oh yeah, sure. He's more than happy to try to get you everything that he could get out of Dr. LeBlanc.
Most important things would be I want to say altitude, but that sounds wrong when referring to the distance from the star. That's probably correct in some plane terms. I don't know. The distance from the star they were in the chronosphere, and also if they have it, final like energy output readings at different heights, I guess.
I'm going to forward those requests to the good doctor.
And
Right.
I guess to aid in that, since the good doctor might not have all the numbers, I would like to roll connect. Use int for this because it's all numbers, math, and pilot shit. And, go talk to the air crews. Let's see, how bad at this am I?
Huh. You know, Artyom, have you ever considered a career as a social character?
No thanks. I'll pass.
That's a lot
had
more
to do it
rolls he could
once.
fail.
And I hated it.
Social characters. Hilly, that debt collector mercenary group type thing, do they also outsource to third-party contractors, or is it all in-house?
It is all in house.
Okay. I'd like to check in with my Brain Trust clone and see how the debt collecting is going on the administrator.
He has not been flagged as having enough debt to warrant collection
Yet.
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 But he keeps up that losing streak. Speaking of consulting the brain trust, should probably message Alex of, do you have anywhere in the big massive library of stuff anything that can store a large amount of energy or charge for a short amount of time? Like a buffer.
Hmm.
Did Bean just vanish?
No, I'm here, but I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, can you consult the brain trust, the actual full library of all that pretext stuff, if they have something that would be able to store a large amount of energy
Well,
for at least a short amount of time?
I might be out of date on this 'cause I've missed a fair few sessions, but the last I heard, that library isn't actually connected to an external network yet. I can check to see if maybe it is now. Like if you're talking about the library, right? Like the place where the whole spike in the back of my head got a new body thing happened.
I thought you could still talk to them to get data, right?
I could while we were there because it was an internal network. I don't know if they have access to an external network now.
Way to check. Roll me a d20. Yeah, they do.
Ooh, let's
Okay.
fucking go.
All right. What
We
did you need
do?
again specifically?
Woohoo!
We do now.
Like a buffer, something that can just cycle a charge for a little bit without losing too much of it, without
You
it
mean a capacitor?
expending it. Yeah.
Sure, I'll ask him if there's any pre-tech capacitor design blueprints.
We're talking big though. It needs to be pretty
Ship size capacitor, right?
Yes, we're talking big ship
I
size.
will ask for free merchant size capacitor blueprints from the library. I'm not sure if that would be. I don't know what kind of role that would be. I guess that works.
Yeah. They have blueprints for what you're looking at. We will say that they come in. They have blueprints for you to make ones of charge 1 through 10.
In what units?
Hold on to those. We will sort through that when we get the data from the boss, and it's fucking
Okay,
just
how about
running
this?
back and forth.
I'm gonna send all the blueprints to Inna.
The
She
boss
can
gets
figure it
back
out.
the rough drive math that they are looking at. I posted it in the chat here. So they are expressing the drive question mark as drive strength times chronosphere depth is the drive strength. So in this case, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever upgrade version it is,
Yeah.
times the chronosphere depth by the stored charge. The
Okay.
device by itself stores a charge of max of 1.
So you only get the chronosphere depth times drive level if you're at the standard.
if you're at the standard charge.
Well,
Because
you
this
now have
kind of
blueprints
involves
for 1 through
everyone,
10.
because this kind of involves everyone at this point, Nina's probably gonna either drag the whiteboard she's been working on, or like digital whiteboard she's working on all around the ship to show everyone, or just gather up everyone on what she's kind of come to a conclusion on.
It's galley meeting time in the new ship
Yeah.
with the new digs. Actually, I should probably change which. We're gonna have to spend some time installing our own modules into Mithra, so we have things like cargo and a workshop, and etc.
Mithra, after the upgrades that they put in, will have 3 power left over and 6 mass, as well as 4 hard points.
New power.
3 power, 6 mass.
They have tripled your maximum crew size and doubled your life support. So you can have a crew of up to 18 people.
All right. So who's ready for me to go on my techno babble rant that I've cooked up for this intermeeting time?
Let's
I'm ready.
fucking go.
All right, she's gonna give like one of those little laser pointers to Acorn while he's on her shoulder, so he can direct his stuff on the little whiteboard. Okay, so here's what I'm getting so far from the previous data we have on these pilots and how we know spike drives work. My current idea on what might have happened is, with all that power, they were technically able to overcome the gravity well of the star, but probably ended up pancaking themselves in the extra dimensional space, because it's like trying to hit full throttle on a boat while you're still anchored. So they probably just ripped themselves apart in that extra dimensional space. Here's my thought. If we have like a capacitor here and hold the charge for just long enough to get outside of most of the gravitational range of the star, we might not pancake ourselves like the other test pilots did.
I think I follow so far.
Sounds good to me. Make it happen. You definitely feel like there should be more conversation here, probably.
Hold on. Please direct to Argo
Finn-
chat for one.
Finn's
And
gonna
then,
raise his hand.
What's the DC on this lecture?
I mean, if you want to let them roll something to try and help me out here, that's kind of why I was opening it up to everyone if they had anything they could contribute to this.
Oh, I rolled, and I don't think I know what the fuck's going on right now.
Yeah, we'll say this is a DC 10 lecture.
Okay.
Alright, so I've like got the gist, but I don't get the point.
You know, wouldn't piloting also work as a valid skill for this?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose it would.
Oh.
There you go. Artyom's just
Yes.
like, oh, this makes complete sense for different reasons than why it makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me.
And my brain was busily occupied making sure I had all the modifications we need to add.
Artyom, the way that you're thinking about it, to go with what Anna is talking about, you know that getting into the jump space is not, you don't rush it. It's a slow process. It takes time. There's some preparation needed. But to go from, hey, I'm in the chronosphere of a sun and I'm orbiting it at as pretty much as fast as I can go, because I'm not trying to fall into the sun, but I'm staying just in the chronosphere to gather energy, and then try to fling yourself in like instantaneously. You need to go from real space to jump space. There's no phasing into it. There's no easing our way into the flows and currents of the of it. It's just, I need to be in it now is insanity.
So wait, I'm right? Holy shit.
Like, rushing a drive activation makes it more difficult. This isn't just rushing it, because rushing it means I've got 30 minutes and I need to get it done normally hours. This is, I want to be in that jump space instantaneously.
Out of character. How has nobody caught this?
Because
How
they
is
don't
one
have
person
Chief Ina River.
I'm just saying, a lot of people who are really smart just focus on if it's possible, not if it's a good idea.
Look, sometimes you miss things while building stuff.
Seriously, I'm just gonna say that expanse clip, it's that, but it in reverse.
Look, you can't make some pancakes without breaking some eggs.
Back in character.
We're definitely gonna have some pancakes.
Huh. Chief, think you're onto something. So,
Incredible.
for everyone else, you know how even the fastest jumps we've had, it's taken us about 30 minutes to spool up? That's finding coordinates, speeds, matching everything we need to slip into subspace and get that speed boost so we can go to the next system, right? Now imagine, instead of that, you're just throwing yourself at the event horizon of a black hole. Yeah, they're gone.
Trying
I
to do
don't
a
know where you got the
1,000-meter
boat
headshot.
analogy. Oh, it's a whole lot worse.
So yeah, we get capacitor. That means we have more time.
All right, where do you want to get this capacitor thingy?
Well, it's not a matter of getting one, it's building one. We need something compatible with the drive.
And do we have materials to make one right now?
I'm sure if I'm just gonna kind of turn to Michael, boss man, if you could push up that I have this idea to make this function a bit better to the higher ups and let them know I'd like to make this modification to it.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure Dr. LeBlanc knows about your idea. He might have some refinements on it.
Awesome.
I send off the email to Dr. LeBlanc about this idea. Because maybe it'll work.
There's a pause, and then almost instantaneously, Michael, you don't get a message in it. You start getting messages after messages after messages from it.
Uh-oh.
And it's just like, this is genius. We should have thought about this earlier. Storing the charge so we can get safely out of the gravity well. What plans do you have for storing the charge? How are we going to design it? How much energy will it actually be stored? Is there going to be dissipation involved in it? And it just goes this massive array of questions and answers that you're going to be on for probably a couple days.
Whoopsies.
Better post it in the Slack.
I was gonna say, we just saw Ina get recruited by MIT.
Accidental genius moment. Echo. Bleh.
So what we will do now is do a sort of time dilation of the next series of events. So, Michael, you're requested to draft up your new crew manifests for the Tranquility and for the Mithra for the jump. They do state you're allowed. You have a new crew cap of 18 for the Mithra, and they'd recommend you pool as many members as you want to fill that out.
Yep.
And Fresh Start Commercial will supply whatever you need for it, as well as a list of what else you would like to fill out the Mithra's complement with, so to fill out the rest of its power, mass, and hard points.
I'm going to push our ship design over to Mr. Pilot and our chief engineer, because they seem to be the ones that really want to do that. I will also push to at least Ferris. Think about kind of what we want as far as our crew complement.
Okay.
Because who we take, what sort of skills we take, will change how we will be able to operate.
Yeah, I'm putting together a wish list of actual fittings, and then there will be some modifications, probably to take some mass and turn it into power, etc., etc.
I will also I will also point out that there is now an opening for a second captain. I am putting it towards the PCs first. If anyone wants to try to take that position,
This does not mean you
My
have to
day.
kill your main character. You could create another one.
Could I suggest an alternative as well?
go ahead.
We focus the crew on whichever ship we would rather be on, and then have the second one run by NPCs to do things in the background.
Well, I mean, that's my secondary choice. That's why I said, hey, because being a captain is a bit of a unique role.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of good where I am here. I'm sorry, my nerves are going. I didn't expect to be right about most of that.
Everyone has their moment.
Look, for me, it's oh shit. Can I tech my way out of this? I'm a fucking Geordie LaForge. Let's fucking go.
Mark it off the bingo card.
Yep.
So I'm getting the feeling that nobody else wants to have their own ship.
Nah, I
Not
don't really need
presently.
one.
Yeah. I'm here to help the ship when it's on the ground if someone decides to take it.
Okay. Mr. GM, I think the more interesting thing with a ship's captain is their background than even their actual skills.
Yep.
May I recommend that we roll choosing background to decide what the background of the second captain is?
Let's actually just go through this as you are hiring a captain for the new ship, and we will just draft them as a character.
Okay.
So,
do we all get to roll pieces of it? That'll be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
So we will create a new folder in player characters for the Tranquility crew. Beatrice is automatically going to be a Tranquility crew member.
Yep, she'll be, I guess, the chief pilot.
Mm-hmm. And we'll do. All right. So starting off, we need a name.
We could just roll a random name, unless somebody has a very good name.
Ooh, I've
We
got
had
one.
a really good name. We forgot to write it down. Shit.
I rolled a random wheel of names, and the name was also Beatrice, and I think that'd be kind of funny to have the captain and the pilot both be Beatrice.
What about
I'm not even
Oscar?
fucking with you right here.
What was the last name?
I just rolled the first name. I can roll last name.
Meyer. Oscar Meyer.
The name I had put in gave me Ramirez, which I think would be funny.
Beatrice Ramirez.
Beatrice Ramirez.
All right.
Yeah, I rolled it again. I got Beatrice, even though I shuffled the name. Somehow Beatrice ended up on
So
there.
Beatrice Ramirez. We will roll the 6 attributes, 3d6 in order.
All right, let's do this in order and in the in-session thing. So, Bean, roll strength.
Hey. Not great, not terrible.
I'll roll Dex.
While they're rolling that, will
Damn.
Fresh
Ferris
Start put
con.
the bill? Sorry, roll what?
Roll 3d6 for con.
Character creation by committee.
Jesus Christ.
Holy!
Damn.
They not too strong, but they definitely don't fall over.
So Captain Ramirez is a drinker.
Oh, definitely.
He's a big guy.
Roll intelligence.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, that's not a negative. It's close,
No.
but it's not a negative. Due to Hilly, would you be so kind to roll wisdom for us? Good score. And finally, Tara. Charisma.
Not bad.
That was your
Honestly,
Yeah,
for a
those are some
captain, I'd
stats.
say these stats definitely work for a captain.
Okay.
Um,
Pick a background.
quick
This is
list
the one
on
I
page
wanted
9.
to do. Yeah, I'm going to roll for it because that's
All
what
right.
I'm using.
D20.
I'm going to do the D20 because this is the one I want to do.
will Fresh Start commercial foot the bill for modifying and tuning the ship?
Yes, they
Position.
will be footing the bill for everything for this.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
So 11 is physician. Captain Doctor. Doctor Captain.
Dr. Captain.
This man
Dr.
has never,
Captain Ramirez.
this man has never thrown up in his life.
A man
With
named
that,
Beatrice?
with that
Woman.
constitution, I believe it.
All right. You gain the skill listed under background name at level 0. So they have heal 0.
Yep.
Man, one would have been funny.
I mean, some of these would have been really funny.
I think 1, 3, and 4 would have been the most funny. As well as 6, because then there's a non-zero chance that they just bluff their way into being a captain.
All right. Roll additional skills. Pick them. So from the physician one, roll skills. We can roll 3 times, divide it between growth and learning as you wish.
Okay, so I did the initial roll. Who wants to do some of these? Otherwise, I'll start going down the list again.
I mean, I'll
What is
take
your-
one. I'll take one.
what is
What do
your
I
luck?
gotta roll?
Either if you want to do growth, it's 1d6. If you want to do learning, it's d8.
I forget what the difference is.
Growth is
That's
growth is mainly attributes, but there's some skills, and then learning is skills.
I'll go with learning then.
All right, roll D8.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Actually, that kind of works for a captain. Holy shit.
Okay, Tarn, I believe you want to do one.
yeah, which one is left?
You can
Yeah.
do either growth or learning, so pick one.
Let's do growth.
All right, roll D6. +2 to any mental stat.
This is where we look at what the mental stats are and go, are any of these at kind of
Is the-
breakpoints?
Is he already +0 in any of these?
He's +1 in wisdom.
Why don't we go with it's +2 in charisma.
So change charisma to 13.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite
Makes
make it
sense.
to the break part, but it still brings it up.
And I believe we have one more roll.
Yep.
Yeah, any takers?
Come on, Bean, go gambling. You know you want to.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I gave it the
Sick.
peer pressure.
Any
Yep,
skill.
6. Any skill. You get to pick any skill for this character.
What's their current spread look like?
+0 heal and +0 administer.
Pilot, probably, maybe, and lead.
Well, this is a
actually.
captain.
Lead.
Lead,
Yeah.
lead, definitely lead.
Lead.
Definitely lead.
Lead sounds like a solid.
Their lead is now at 0.
Excellent.
I love character sheet by committee. That's my favorite part.
All right.
Okay, so
Now
So
they
we
choose a
basically-
class.
yeah, we basically have 6 classes. Unless somebody wants to try to argue for one class, we could just roll for it.
I feel like if they're a captain, they should be a captainy class.
I think that's like expert, warrior, then psionic, and then the mixed versions of all of those.
Yep.
My vote would be for expert.
Yeah, I'd say expert is probably most fitting.
2 votes for expert.
Yeah, let's go expert. Yeah, Captain Doctor sounds like an expert.
3 votes for expert.
I would vote for partial expert, partial psychic.
I will point out that with the amount of players we already have a majority, so expert.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
Expert.
See,
it is.
going partial psychic means they lose out on most of the benefits expert gives you.
Yep.
True.
I don't think being a psychic's gonna do him any good as a captain anyway.
All right.
It's
Wow.
working wonders for Michael. Jedi Mind Trick is absolutely astounding.
Didn't he have to spec into that specifically though?
So you gain a free level in a non-combat focus related to your background.
Non-combat focus related to the background of a physician.
Well, it can be literally basically anything that's non-combat.
Is this the actual foci, or this is something else?
I guess
Actual
Star
foci.
Captain.
It's foci.
Doesn't
So
really do
technically,
much.
because they're an expert, they get 2. 1 non-combat and 1 any.
So, what sort of captain is Captain Ramirez?
Well, they used
That's
to be
how
a
I would
doctor.
approach it. Used to
I-
be a doctor.
I feel
Now they're a
like
captain.
healer would still be useful.
So, killer's on the table. Any other suggestions?
Just to diversify a bit, because it's a bit of an oddball choice. I'd say diplomat.
Yeah,
So, you
That
guys
would
think
actually make
Captain
sense.
Ramirez is a diplomatic captain?
I mean, they were a doctor, became a star captain, so my headcanon is like a Doctors Without Borders
Oh
situation.
no, it's Hispanic Janeway.
Oh, no!
All right, now we have to do it. It's literally Hispanic Janeway.
Savage Fray then it is.
It has to be non-combat.
Hey, Captain Galloway.
You get two.
There's coffee in that there
Yeah,
necklace.
you get two. One has to be non-combat, but the other one can be anything.
I
Okay.
think healer diplomat might actually be useful because we want them to stay alive. They're people.
May I put into the suggestion box Starfarer?
Hmm. Shouldn't that be something that is safe for a pilot?
Yeah, but he could be multifaceted, so you know. Only a couple of these are
We'll save that for a pilot.
I'm also going to send Rabbit with no context. We might have accidentally created Mexican Janeway and no further context.
No, not Mexican. She's definitely a tiny, angry Puerto Rican woman.
Yeah.
So, are we settling on diplomat healer?
Is a good combo, I will admit.
Yeah.
Healer makes sense for him, so yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
so.
healer makes sense for the background, but diplomat just that sets the tone of the character.
Which is Puerto Rican Janeway.
Oh God. What have we done?
Something that'll be very funny to not explain to Rabbit next time.
How's Beatrice doing? Oh, the pilot? No.
Oh, you mean the one on the other ship? Well,
Yep. So, unless there's any objections, diplomat healer. All right, diplomat healer.
Yeah. Heck, you know what? Just name the other ship the Beatrice as well.
no.
I'm gonna roll their hit points. Not bad. All right. Do we have anything else? I don't think so.
All right, so the gain talk is a bonus skill. Another at talk 0.
Do they get equipped?
Then they gain heal as a bonus skill, so they're at heal.
That'd be
Yeah.
one, yeah.
It's not, I don't know if it's relevant for an NPC like them, but being able to re-roll ones on dice just for free as part of that is also kind of neat.
Oh, this is someone's backup character in case shit goes wrong.
Fuck.
Captain Mexican Janeway.
We got to secure the assets, guys.
Now, I will say, because this is something you can do, there is. I gotta double check it though, to make sure that the sizing for it is correct. There is a fitting where you can attach a ship to your ship. So a ship tender mount.
Yep.
Okay, so it's only for a ship a hull size smaller.
Yeah. as fun as it would be, I don't think we can retrofit one of those pre-tech starfighter hulls that quickly.
Probably not.
Also, all the weapons are so expensive in power.
Oh yeah. So how many hit points does she have? 7.
We might be able to free up some power as soon as we refine this star drill. Assuming we live. I'm calling it star drill. You can't stop me.
Yeah, well, that's not even consuming anything. It's all the extra stuff, like
Yeah, that's what I'm
extra
saying. Once we
crew,
are able to, if
extended
we
life
don't
support.
die, if we don't die and can tear off the extra stuff required for this special test,
or we refine it.
We could put Sam on the other ship, and then all die, and then he'll be the only person in the party.
That would be.
I think
fun.
it'd be funnier. I think it'd be funnier if we end right before we actually figure it out. What are we doing this session, guys? Oh, we're gonna try and hopefully not die. Fuck you, me.
I mean, we probably will because I'm putting ship design to committee.
All right. So Beatriz Ramirez is created as the captain of the Tranquility crew.
I'd also like to hopefully get his opinion on this this plan. Have him throw some dice at it to see if there's anything further we can refine it to not die next time.
Need 40 tons. Technically, no. How many tons are we consuming? I need one of those.
So we'll set that aside for the Tranquility. How many people are you looking to bring with you in the myth?
That I'm also referring to committee just because people might have ideas of what sort. Basically, I think crew. What sort of crew we are bringing is almost as important as what's going on the ship, because it's if we get into adventures, that is what we're stuck with. Basically, how many kind of combat crew Marines do we have? How many in each department?
Well, this might also be where we end up storing enough power and fucking blitzing our way into a new sector with a whole bunch of peoples that we've never run into before.
Yep.
Our Star Trek era, if you will.
Can we bring the guy that was denying us our transponder for weeks?
No, he's like
No.
critically in debt.
Yeah, but
Not
if he
enough
dies,
yet. Not enough.
No,
Soon, TM.
he doesn't get to go on the fun adventures where we possibly die. He gets to get stuck with his desk job and be in debt.
Fuck that guy.
you know what? Fair enough. It's way better than being dead.
Man, if Fresh Start is footing the bill, to hell, I'll throw a whole bunch of this stuff on.
What's our crew cap? And then how many of us there's? Counting our NPCs. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. The robots don't count against crew, correct?
Correct.
So we
Robots
have.
do not count.
So we have 12 open slots.
Oh, that's how it's done. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see.
What if we do 4 4 are essentially assistants for Inna, like engineers maintaining.
I don't really need 4 dedicated people for engineering.
Well, they can also just do the little daily maintenance and like do random shit around the ship. Like they'll just be generic mechanic characters that will assist throughout the ship. And then we do 4.
I mean, maybe 1 is probably all I need, considering most maintenance functions on the ship are done background-wise, unless I'm incapacitated, as far as I know.
That's true. What if we did 2? Just have a backup. 2 maintenance guys, 2 science or researcher types, 2 economic-y types, and then just 4 gun junkies to guard the ship when we're gone, along with the clankies.
The great question is, do we want to fill every slot right now?
No, I suppose we don't. 'Cause who knows what we'll end up running into.
Not the fucking wall like all those other crews.
Hell yeah!
Ha! Ha! Get fucked, nerds.
Are you guys jelly? Well, you will be pretty soon.
Shut the fuck up.
Jelly? You should be. The wall's coming.
Walls don't usually move unless you're trying to spike drill near a sun.
Hilly, quick question for you.
Yep.
So I'm looking at the specialized mountings starship mod, which I notice the Tranquility has for its multifocal laser.
Yep.
If I were to do that for the flak emitter battery, looking at the numbers, that would take it down to 2 power and 1 mass. Because it says half round down to a minimum of 1. And looking at the multifocal, it follows that with the power on Tranquility, but obviously its mass is only 1. So I don't have a metric there.
So if you were to do it on the flak emitter battery, it would take it down to 2 and 1. 2 power, 1 mass with the flak emitter.
Okay. I just
round
want to
it
make
up.
sure.
Down.
Also, I should probably get going because I should probably still a little sleep before I go to work.
Yep. Yeah, we will go ahead and call it here for this. We can do the rest of crew hire and everything else next time.
Yep. So ideas about ships and crew complement. You shove them into Argo PC chat.
Yep.
I'll probably have a list here in the next hour or so before you head off to work. Please give it a review.